Welcome dear students in the 8th standard maths class. In the previous video we have completed practice set 8.2. Now in this video we will start the next topic. In that the first is parallelogram. Parallelogram, this is one of the type of quadrilateral. See the definition. A quadrilateral having opposite sides parallel is called a parallelogram. See here, opposite sides are parallel. Means here the side AB and side DC are parallel to each other because their distance is the same. And the second is side AD and side BC are parallel to each other because the distance between them is the same throughout the plane. Understood? Means the opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. Correct? See the properties. First property is opposite angles are congruent. Okay, the measurement of opposite angles are congruent. See the second property, opposite sides are congruent. I already told you. Third property is diagonals bisect each other. Very simple. Means when they intersect, they divides the diagonal into two equal parts. See the next type is trapezium. If only one pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is parallel, then it is called a trapezium. See, we know that each quadrilateral has two opposite pairs. So out of two, only one pair is parallel in the trapezium. See the side WZ and side XY are parallel to each other because the distance between them throughout the plane is the same. Now see another pair, side XW and side ZY are not parallel because see the distance here. In the above side the distance is small than the below side. So this pair is not a parallel sides. Understood? See the property here. We know that each quadrilateral has four pairs of adjacent angles. So out of four, in the trapezium only two pairs are supplementary. See, measurement of angle W plus measurement of angle X is equal to 180 degree. Means this is the one pair, and measurement of angle Y plus measurement of angle Z is equal to 180 degree. Means only two pairs of adjacent angles are supplementary, and this is the property of trapezium. Quadrilateral is a kite. We know that each quadrilateral has two diagonals. So when the one diagonal is the perpendicular bisector of the other diagonal, then the quadrilateral is called a kite. See here the diagonal BD is a perpendicular bisector of diagonal AC. Means the length of AE and EC is the same, but the length of BE and ED are not the same. Understood? Such a type of quadrilateral is called a kite. See the properties here. It has the two property. Two pairs of adjacent sides are congruent. We know that each quadrilateral has the four pairs of adjacent sides. So out of four, only two pairs are congruent. See, the side AB and side BC are congruent to each other, and the side AD and CD are congruent to each other. See the next property. One pair of opposite angle is congruent. So out of two opposite pairs, only one pair is congruent. See, the measurement of angle A and measurement of angle C are same. So angle A and angle C are congruent to each other. Now see the solve example. from your textbook. First example is measures of adjacent angles of a parallelogram are 5x minus 7 degree and 4x plus 25 degree. Find the measures of these angles. Very simple. We know that the adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary. So by using this property, take the addition of these two measures is equal to 180 degree. Correct? So therefore 9x plus 18 is equal to 180. So 18 goes to that side, it becomes minus. So 9x is equal to 162. So therefore 162 divided by 9, it is 18. So measures of one angle is 5x minus 7. Put the value of x into this measurement. So it becomes 5 multiplied by 18 minus 7. So 90 minus 7 is 83 degree. And measure of other angle is equal to 4x plus 25 degree. So put the value of x. So it becomes 4 multiplied by 18 plus 25 is equal to 18 4s are 72 plus 25 equal to 97. And verify that their addition is 180 degree. Understood? Such a type of question asked on this topic. So let us move to the practice set 8.3. See the first question in that. Measures of opposite angles of parallelogram are thrice x minus 2 degree and 50 minus x degree. Find the measures of each angle. Very simple. See the solution. Firstly, draw a figure of parallelogram. See, give the any labels here, A, B, C, D. So we know that measures of one opposite pair is given here. So the measurement of angle A is thrice x minus 2 degree and measurement of other angle is 50 minus x degree. Okay. So the write down, let quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram. And the measurement of angle A is equal to thrice x minus 2 degree and measurement of angle C is equal to 50 minus x degree. And we know that opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. Correct? Therefore, measurement of angle A is equal to measurement of angle C. Put the values. Therefore, thrice x minus 2 is equal to 50 minus x degree. Now remove the bracket and collect the variable terms one side and numeral terms another side. So thrice x minus x comes to this side, it becomes positive. 50 as it is, minus 2 goes that side, it becomes positive. So thrice x plus x is 4x, 50 plus 2 is 52. Therefore x is equal to 52 divided by 4. Therefore x is equal to 30. Now put these values in the given measurement. Therefore measurement of angle A is equal to measurement of angle C is equal to, take any measurement here, thrice x minus 2 degree is equal to 3 multiplied by 13 minus 2 is 39 minus 2. Therefore measurement of angle A is equal to measurement of angle C equal to 37 degree. Now we got the one pair of opposite angle. Now see the another pair of opposite angle. See the figure. Side CD and side AB are parallel to each other and side AD is a transversal. So therefore measurement of angle D plus measurement of angle A is equal to 180 degree. Interior angles. So by using this property, we find out the measures of another pair of opposite angle C. So write down here, side AB is parallel to side DC and line AD is a transversal. Therefore, measurement of angle A plus measurement of angle D is equal to 180 degree. Interior angles. Okay. So therefore, put the value of angle A. So 37 degree plus measurement of angle D is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, measurement of angle D is equal to 180 degree minus 37 degree. So it is 143 degree. So now we got the measurement of angle D. So measurement of angle B is also 143 degree because opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. So therefore write down this, measurement of angle B is equal to measurement of angle D is equal to 143 degree. Write down here, opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. So therefore measures of each angle of parallelogram are 37 degree, 143 degree, 37 degree and 143 degree. Very simple. Now see the second question. Referring the adjacent figure of parallelogram, write the answers of questions given below. If the length of WZ is equal to 4.5 centimeter, then XY is equal to question mark. If the length of YZ is equal to 8.2 centimeter, then length of XW equal to question mark. If length of OX is equal to 2.5 centimeter, then length of OZ is equal to question mark. If length of WO is equal to 3.3 centimeter, then length of WY is equal to question mark. And if measurement of angle WZY is equal to 120 degree, then measurement of WXY equal to question mark and measurement of XWZ equal to question mark. So by using property, we solve the values of each question one by one. See. Solution. Length of WZ, first is here, length of WZ is equal to length of XY equal to 4.5 centimeter. Correct? And see the second also. Length of YZ is equal to length of XW is equal to 8.2 centimeter. What is the reason here? Because opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. Correct? See the third. Length of OX is equal to length of OZ is equal to 2.5 centimeter because diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Because diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Now see the fourth. length of OW is equal to 3.3 centimeter. And what is asked? Length of WY is equal to 2 into length of OW, because diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Correct? So now calculate this. Therefore, length of WY is equal to 2 multiplied by 3.3 is equal to 6.6 centimeter. Now see the next, fifth. Measurement of WZY is equal to 120 degree and measurement of WXY is asked. So write down here, measurement of WZY is equal to measurement of angle WXY is equal to 120 degree, because opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. Now see the next. We got the one pair of opposite angles. Now find out the measures of another pair of opposite angle. So see, side WX is parallel to side ZY and a line WZ is the transversal. Therefore, measurement of angle XWZ plus measurement of angle WZY is equal to 180 degree, because interior angles. Therefore, measurement of angle XWZ plus 120 degree is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, measurement of angle XWZ is equal to 60 degree. Now, in this way we got the values of all questions which are asked in this question. Understood? See the next question. Construct a parallelogram ABCD such that length of BC is equal to 7 cm, measurement of angle ABC is equal to 40 degree and length of AB is equal to 3 cm. So firstly draw the rough figure. One parallelogram here. Give the according to question. Give the labels and measurements A, B, C, D. So BC is a 7 cm. B, measurement of angle B is 40 degree and length of AB is equal to 3 cm. Now we know that opposite sides are congruent. So side DC is 3 cm, side AD is 7 cm. Firstly, draw the baseline of 7 cm. Give the measurements and label here 7 cm BC. Now take the protector, put the center of protector on the point B, measure the angle of 40 degree and mark here and draw the ray from the point B. Now take the protector, measure the distance of 3 cm with the help of scale. Yes, and draw the arc on the ray from the point B. Now without changing distance, put the needle on the C and draw the arc. Now here on the ray we got the intersection point. This is the point A. And give the labels and measurements here. This is the 40 degree angle angle B is 40 degree, and measurement of side AB is 3 centimeter. Now with the help of compass, measure the distance of 7 centimeter. Yes, and draw the arc from the point A. Yes, here we got the intersection point. This is the point D. Join this point to the vertex C as well as to the vertex A. Yes, give the measurements here. This is 7 centimeter, this is 3 centimeter, and this is the required figure. Very simple. Now see the next question. Fourth question, the ratio of consecutive angles of a quadrilateral is 1:2:3:4. Find the measure of its each angle. Write with a reason what type of a quadrilateral is it. See the solution. Draw any quadrilateral here. Give any labels. A, B, C, D. So write down here. Let quadrilateral ABCD is a given quadrilateral. Therefore, the ratio of consecutive angles is 1:2:3:4. So let the common multiple be x. Therefore, measurement of angle A is equal to x degree. Measurement of angle B is twice x degree. Measurement of angle C is thrice x degree. Measurement of angle D is equal to, write down the capital here, angle D is equal to 4x degree. Correct? Now we know that sum of the measures of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Correct? So therefore, measurement of angle A plus measurement of angle B plus measurement of angle C plus measurement of angle D is a 360 degree. So put the values. Therefore, x degree plus twice x degree plus thrice x degree plus 4x degree is equal to 360 degree. Therefore, take the addition here. 10x degree is equal to 360 degree. So therefore, x is equal to 360 divided by 10. So cut the zeros. Therefore, x is equal to 36. So now find out the measures of each angle. Measurement of angle A is equal to x degree is equal to 36 degree. Measurement of angle B is equal to twice x degree, means 2 multiplied by 36 is a 72 degree. Correct? Now see, third angle is measurement of angle C is thrice x degree, means it is 3 multiplied by 36 is equal to 108 degree, and measures of fourth angle is D is equal to 4x degree, equal to 4 multiplied by 36 degree is equal to 144 degree. Now see, the measurement of angle B plus measurement of angle C is equal to 72 degree plus 108 degree is equal to 180 degree, means both angles are supplementary, means side AB is parallel to side CD, because interior angles are supplementary. Interior angles are supplementary. Now see the measurement of angle A plus measurement of angle B is equal to 36 degree plus 72 degree, it is 108 degree. So the measurement of angle A plus measurement of angle B is not equal to 180 degree. Therefore, side AD is not parallel to side BC. So therefore only one pair is parallel, means the quadrilateral ABCD is a trapezium. Understood? Very simple. See the fifth question. Construct quadrilateral BARC such that length of BA is equal to length of BC equal to 4.2 cm, length of AC is equal to 6.0 cm, and length of AR equal to length of CR is equal to 5.6 cm. So firstly we will draw the rough figure according to measurements and labels. See the solution. BARC. So length of BA and BC equal to 4.2 centimeter. Length of AC is equal to 6 centimeter. It is a diagonal. Length of AR and CR equal to 5.6 centimeter. So firstly draw the baseline of 5.6 centimeter. Yes, after 5, 6 line, and give the labels here. AR measurement is 5.6 centimeter. Now take the 5.6 centimeter distance in a compass. Yes, and draw the arc from the R. With the help of scale, measure the 6 centimeter distance in a compass. Yes. Now draw the arc from the A. So here we not getting the intersection point. So again measure the same distance, 5.6 centimeter distance in a compass, and draw the arc from the R. Now we got the intersection point, and this is the point C. Join this point to the R and to the A. Now with the help of scale, measure the 4.2 centimeter distance. 4.2. Yes. Now draw the arc from the A, as well as without changing distance draw the arc from the C. Now we got the intersection point. This is the B, and join this point to the A as well as to the C. And this is the required figure. Give the measurements here. this is the 4.2 centimeter, 4.2 centimeter, correct. And measurement of CR is 5.6 centimeter and diagonal AC is a 6 centimeter. This is the required figure. See the last question. Construct quadrilateral PQRS such that length of PQ is equal to 3.5 centimeter, length of QR is equal to 5.6 centimeter, length of RS is equal to 3.5 centimeter. Measurement of angle Q is equal to 110 degree. Measurement of angle R is equal to 70 degree. If it is given that the quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram, then which of the given information is unnecessary? So firstly we will draw the rough figure, after that we draw the actual figure, and from that, so firstly draw the rough figure and give the labels. PQRS. So length of PQ is 3.5 centimeter. Length of QR is 5.6 centimeter. RS is 3.5 centimeter. Measurement of angle Q is 110 degree. And measurement of R is equal to 70 degree. Okay. So firstly draw the baseline by using scale. 5.6, after 5 the 6th line. Yes, give the labels. QR measurement is 5.6 centimeter. Protector, put the center of protector at point Q and measure the angle of 110 degree and draw the ray from the Q. Yes. Now put the center of protector at the point R and measure the 70 degree angle. Yes. And draw the ray from the point R. Take the compass and measure the 3.5 centimeter distance. And put the needle at the point Q and draw the arc without changing distance. Put the needle at point R and draw the arc. And join these two intersection points to each other. Yes. Give the labels. 3.5 centimeter, 3.5 centimeter. It is angle Q is 110 degree, angle R is 70 degree, and these two remaining points are P and S. See the questions. If the quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram, then which information is unnecessary? See. If quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram, then the information angle SRQ is equal to 70 degree and SR is equal to 3.5 centimeter, or angle PQR is equal to 110 degree and PQ is equal to 3.5 centimeter is unnecessary. Understood? Very simple. Because we know that in a parallelogram, the opposite sides are congruent. If the side PQ is given, then no need to give the length of SR. And we know that opposite angles are congruent in the parallelogram. Then to construct the parallelogram, only one measures of only one angle is enough. Understood? Very simple. So this is the last question of practice set 8.3. Now I will stop here. Thank you.